Last week on the Super Cyclone Challenge. Luke. Good evening, Luke.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. Now, it's obviously not three of them. It has to be Miami. Final answer.
Miami, Florida. That is the right answer for tropical storm status. There it is.
Why would it be Denver? Like, that just makes sense. Can I just do 50-50 just to make sure of my answer?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's 155. Final answer.
And that is the right answer for 70 miles per hour. We are nearly a hurricane.
Okay, so this is going to be controversial opinion. It was definitely Jose, no JK. It's Irma. Final answer.
Right answer, yes.
Yes! I did my goal. That's amazing. I'm happy. Flip question.
5 seconds.
Kenny, final answer. Kenny. I got it wrong, but I had to choose it.
Luke. You're staying. It's the right answer.
I just want to get to Cat 3. I'll take the lifeline.
The halftime lifeline.
Yep.
So, Luke goes up the category 3 status, not in the usual fashion, but there it is.
3. Final answer. 3.
Alright.
Tense.
Started with 115 miles per hour. That is the correct answer for 125. Final answer.
Yep, ocean.
So the right answer was ocean. You are Cat 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Tony. Final answer.
I'm sorry, it's the wrong answer.
Okay, it's okay.
We're down
now
to
it's time to.
115. Welcome to another episode of the Super Cyclone Challenge Series 4, now on to episode 2, and we had a great game last week, which certainly had some twists and turns along the way, and who knows what we might find this week. My name's Nathan Foy, and tonight, joining me here in Studio 4, across the pond, the other end of our network, is MJO.
Hey.
That's your nickname. I don't know if you want to say your real name or not, but
I don't really care.
Where did MJO come from?
MJO is my initials for my name. That's why I thought of that, but the 59 part of it, I just typed in 2 random numbers because
2 random numbers.
I had no better idea.
Does that tell us anything about how you might be playing this game tonight? You'll just pick a random number if you don't know. Hey?
We'll see.
Alright. And you're joining us from the east coast of the US, down there towards the southeast. Have you been affected by some of these hurricanes in recent years?
Since I moved here, I've had Michael, kind of like the Outer Bands of Michael, Dorian, Outer Bands of Dorian, and then the worst system, surprisingly, was the remnants of Nestor.
Wow.
Which I got, I don't know how much rain, but probably in between 10 inches and 15 inches. So.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Alright then, so of course we've got the 24 questions on the way, and you've got those lifelines. You begin with the 4 lifelines. The half-time, 50-50, flip the question, and the risk. When you get 5 questions correct, the first 5, without taking a lifeline, no one's failed to do that, by the way, yet, then you'll get that 5th one, the double dip. And hopefully you won't need to use a single one until you get to that question 5 at least. And hopefully much further. Of course you've got the safe zones. There are 5 of them. At 40 miles an hour, 75, 115, 150 and 180. And I'm sure you'll be doing big sighs of relief when you get to each of those safe zones. Any questions?
Nope.
And I guess we ought to get on with it. We've got the questions lined up here. For some reason, I'm a bit nervous about this. I don't know why. I don't want this to rub off on you. I'm sure you've been preparing for this for days. And here we go with the first round of questions. You'll have 20 seconds on the clock to answer these. And the first question, of course, is question 1. The shape of a tropical cyclone is best described as what? Is it square, triangle, hourglass, or spiral?
Spiral, final answer.
That would appear to be the correct answer for 20 miles an hour. And the audience really enjoying the wonderful intellect involved in creating that question.
Yes, very, very good.
It's on for a good start. Just got to change a little setting here, just so that nothing unfortunate happens in our recording. Alright, here's your second question. Same time on the clock, 20 seconds. Visible storm imagery is usually captured from what source? Is it radar, satellite, microscope, or the Hubble Space Telescope?
Can you repeat it one more time? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Visible storm imagery is usually captured from which source? Radar, satellite, microscope, or Hubble?
Satellite.
Final answer. That's the correct answer for 30 miles an hour, yes. I was worried then that you...
I didn't hear like the back half of the question.
Alright, good. Well, here we go with the next question. Sounds a bit odd at first for very early on, but I'm sure you'll get it. Here's hoping. Which storm struck the coast of Texas in 1961? Is it Florence, Carla, Dorian, or Michael?
Carla, final answer.
Even if you didn't know, that would probably have been your guess, right?
Probably.
That is the right answer for 35 miles an hour. Yes, one away from tropical storm status getting named.
Yay.
After this question, though, here is question 4, which I think you might get right. What is the term for the rise of water associated with tropical cyclones? Is it storm rise, storm surge, storm flow, or storm drain?
Storm surge, final answer.
Yes, I'm barely holding that together. That is the right answer. Tropical storm status, yes!
Yay!
Excellent. That's great. Ah, wonderful. So, how long have you been watching the Super Cyclone Challenge?
I think I caught the last half of last year's, maybe?
Marcel? He was near the end.
Yes, yeah, I think I did.
Don't tell me that was what got you into the watching the series. Okay.
Myself.
Crikey. It's probably what got most people into the series, to be fair. 30 seconds on the clock for the next 4 questions, and if you get that next one right, you get that double dip lifeline awarded. Still got all 4 of them at the moment. Here's question 5. What was the last named storm of the 2018 Atlantic hurricane season? Was it Oscar, Patty, Raphael, or Sarah?
Oscar.
Final answer.
Oscar. Yeah.
Are you playing with me?
Yeah.
I figured. Everyone seems to be doing that this series so far. Well, say everyone, we've only had 2. That's the right answer for 50 miles an hour, yes. Great. We're moving on pretty well here. Good speed, and hopefully we can keep going here. Question 6, and you've got that 5th lifeline now. So just stop the clock, say lifeline if you want just to think. Officially, how many Category 5 storms have formed in the 2019 Eastern Pacific hurricane season? Is it none, 1, 2, or 3?
2019? None.
Is that your final answer?
For 2019, yeah. None.
23 seconds on the clock. Do you think it's right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Officially it is, although we disagree. Okay, Barbara, come on, guys. Come on, Barbara. The hashtag upgrade Barbara Brigade is in the room. But who cares? That is the right answer. Next question. We're 2 away from hurricane status. That's 60 miles an hour now. There you've got. Number 7. Which of these 2011 storms formed in the eastern Atlantic? Is it Brett, Harvey, Katia, or Sean?
What year again?
In 2011.
2011.
Which storm formed in the eastern Atlantic? Was it Brett, Harvey, Katia, or Sean?
Katia. Final answer.
Final answer. How do you know it's Katia?
Because I remember it being a Cat 4, and it kind of, like, screwed up, like a lot of storms do.
Totally right. That's the right answer, yes. Excellent. You worried about that, eh?
Yeah, kinda.
Wow. Alright, well, no need. We're moving on. We are moving on up here. And this question separates us from hurricane status. And I'm wondering about whether I would get this question right, personally, but here we go. What is the W name storm, the W name for the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season? Oh god, that face. Is it Wilfred, Walter, William, or Warren?
Lifeline.
Which one?
I don't remember the names. I forgot the names. Can you repeat?
Okay, the 50-50, the flip the question, double dip, risk, or the half-time lifeline?
Risk.
Risk?
No.
Shocking.
What's the one that where you get to where two answers get cut out and there are only two left?
The 50-50 lifeline, yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright. Leaves you with the options. Is it Wilfred or Warren? 26 seconds.
Oh dear.
You can take another lifeline if you need it. 16 seconds.
Wilfred.
Final answer.
Yes, hopefully this is right.
7 seconds left on the clock.
Oh no. Oh no.
Can't take this seriously. You're on the cusp of reaching hurricane status, which I think you said to me was your target.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh no.
MJO. You are a hurricane, yes! That is the right answer. Fiendishly difficult for that stage of the game, I've gotta say. But that is the right answer for hurricane status. Absolutely well done. I'm not sure whether 50-50 really helped you there. You might want to take a different option.
Yeah,
but...
I probably should have, but...
Okay, well, somehow we've got to 75 miles an hour, which is great. So now that you've got to this stage, are you upping your expectations at all?
Oh.
You think you can hit major now?
Maybe. I'm not sure. It really depends on the questions. Well, we'll see.
Alright, well, here's hoping. I'm rooting for you, as I always do as the host, and I can only help you. I can't help you very much at all, really. But here we go. I'm here for moral support.
Okay.
Question number 9. Yep, 4 away from major status. Stage 3, we've now got a 40-second time limit. More thinking time. This might be up your alley, actually. Which of these US states did not receive tropical storm force winds from Hurricane Dorian? Is it Florida, Massachusetts, Virginia, or Alabama?
Alabama, final answer.
Are you sure? Not Massachusetts?
Yes.
Why are you so sure about Alabama?
I don't think Alabama got anything from Dorian.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the right answer. 80 miles an hour it is. Wonderful. Only took you 2 seconds on that. 40 for you. Question 10. 90 miles per hour at stake here. What was the last East Pacific hurricane name to be retired? Was it Willa, Odile, Patricia, or Alma?
Patricia. Final answer.
You sure it's not Willa?
Yeah, I don't think Willa got retired.
It didn't. That's the right answer. Yes, 90 miles per hour it is. Ooh. Well, the audience is getting ever more excited. And so am I. 2 questions away from major status. Can we get 2 in a row? Of course,
Let's
after
see.
last week. Here is question number 11, which will get you to category 2. Of course, you can walk away at any time if it's just too much, but with 4 lifelines, I think that would be pretty silly. In what year was the name Rita last used in the Western Pacific?
Oh, Western.
Was it 1972, 1978, 1981, or 1984?
Lifeline.
Lifeline, 35 seconds on the clock. Which lifeline would you like? We've still got the double dip. Flip the question?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so we're going to have a different question, number 11 here,
Okay.
which will of course give us 100 miles per hour if correct. 40 seconds. Which typhoon struck the Philippines on Christmas Day 2016? Is it Haima, Milor, Nok 10, or Hagapit?
I think it was Nok 10.
Sure?
Yes, final answer. Hopefully that's right.
You're not sure.
I'm
Well, let's think about it. Haima, Milor, Nok 10, Hagapit. Sound right with you?
yeah, I think so.
It is the right answer. 100 miles per hour. Here's the biggie. This is the big one, which it separates us now from major hurricane status. Are you a hurricane, by the way? Or are you going to elect to be a typhoon or a cyclone?
I don't really care.
Oh, okay. Well, that sort of wrecks the fun a little bit.
Well, I guess hurricane.
Okay,
Sure.
great. But where's it going to make landfall? No, none of these. Silly parallels. Here it is then. What was the 4th hurricane of the 2005 Atlantic hurricane season? Is it Emily, Harvey, Irene, or Katrina? The 4th hurricane.
Repeat the answers real quick.
Emily, Harvey, Irene, or Katrina?
Emily, Harvey, Irene. I think it was Harvey. No.
The 4th hurricane of the season. 15 seconds.
Double dip.
Okay. 12 seconds on the clock. What was your first answer going to be for me?
Harvey.
You're going with Harvey. If this answer is wrong, you will have 12 seconds to give me another answer. Okay? I can tell you that Harvey is not the right answer. 12 seconds.
Irene.
Final answer.
Yes.
9 seconds left on the clock. Gone with Irene. Can't be any of the others, surely.
Yeah.
And that is the case. You are a major hurricane.
I thought
Okay, well, hey, we've done major hurricane status. I think that's further than what you were expecting already. And who knows, could be yet further. You've still got, how many lifelines left now? We've still got 2 lifelines left. We've got the risk, of course, dreaded, and the half-time lifeline, which is also far from ideal. But it is there if you need it, if you just want to get up.
What again?
So it will halve your time limit for the rest of the questions in this round. which at the moment is a 60-second time limit. If you just want to get up another rung on that ladder and walk away with it, then the half-time lifeline's ideal for you. So it's something to think about strategically as we enter stage 4 and question number 13, which will have 1 minute on the clock. And here it is. What was the last hurricane to make landfall in Alabama? Was it Arlene, Danny, Nate, or Ivan?
Can you repeat the question?
The last hurricane to make landfall in Alabama: Arlene, Danny, Nate, or Ivan? What are you thinking?
It's not Arlene. I don't think it's Danny. And then what are the other two again?
The others are Nate and Ivan, C and D.
Nate and Ivan. Did they make
that? 20 seconds on this.
Nate.
Take a risk if you want. It is there. It's up to you. 10 seconds though.
Risk. No.
Alright, go on, something.
The other lifeline.
The half-time lifeline.
Yes.
What would you have gone with?
Probably Nate.
I can tell you that the right answer is Ivan.
Oh, okay.
Nate made landfall in Mississippi. So you've avoided it there. Just about. Nothing to lose on major hurricane status, of course, but you've now got the half-time lifeline. We are down to 30 seconds on the next question.
Okay.
Which is going to be pretty fascinating. See if you know it. If you don't, maybe it's time to walk away. 30 seconds, here it is. According to NOAA, what was the highest T number given for Hurricane Dorian? Was it? Ooh, I saw those eyes light up. Was it 5.5, 6.0, 6.5, or 7.0?
I don't have a lot to lose, so I'm just gonna guess, I think, maybe.
Okay.
I think it was 6.5.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Final answer locked in with 8 seconds on the halved clock. Do you think it's right?
Hopefully.
Of course it's going to be hopefully. This would give you Category 4 status, which is almost what Dorian had. Will we get as far as Dorian? Well, you got to get this question right first, and you're dying to know. And I wouldn't drag this along so much if it was wrong, because it is the right answer. Yes, it is. Category 430 miles an hour. Excellent. This is going splendidly.
Yeah.
And again, you've got that 30 seconds, which you're going to have to think about as we go on through these next 2 questions. 2 questions away from the next safe zone, 150 miles an hour. This one will get us to 140. Question 15. Hurricane Camille made its strongest landfall in which US state? Is it Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, or Florida?
I think it was Mississippi. Yeah, Mississippi. Mississippi, final answer.
Final answer with 20 seconds left on the clock. You're sure it didn't hit Louisiana on the way in?
Oh, wait. No.
You've locked Mississippi in as your final answer.
Yeah, I think it did. Okay, whatever, it's fine.
I can tell you that Mississippi is the correct answer. We've got 140. Hey, how about that? You thought you were wrong. We now find ourselves in a position where we're 1 question away from reaching super hurricane status, 150 miles per hour.
Okay, let's see.
Here's the question that set. I mean, you know, you've got a terrible conundrum if you don't know the answer to this. You've got so much to lose if you went for a guess, but there's so much to gain. But you, of course, can walk away at 140, no problem, in that 30 seconds. Here it is. How many named storms have made major hurricane landfalls in Honduras? Is it none, 1, 2, or 3?
Named storms made major landfall in Honduras.
Yep.
There was at least one. There was one. It was
10 seconds. We need to go with something. Walk away. What? What did you say? You are walking away. I thought you said that.
Yeah.
Whew. Wow. I was worried. Then you're going to run out of time. It's never happened. Yeah. No one's ever run out of time yet. Yeah. You had 1 second. Well, are you happy to walk? You're happily walking away 140 miles an hour. That's a great result.
Yeah.
What were you going to go with on that question?
1.
I can tell you, if you're a bit more gutsy and went with 1, that would have been the correct answer for 150 miles per hour. Oh.
It's fine.
Could have happened.
Could have.
Well, hey, not many people are, I would say, sensible enough sometimes to walk away when you literally are split between guessing and losing a lot. And that is what you've done. 140 miles per hour. MJO, well done. That's a great result. Audience really loving that. And if you think you can do better than that, it's quite tough to do. 15 questions out of 24 there. You can send a message to contact@force13.com if you'd like to take part in the series. We do already have, I think, 7 or 8 more people on the waiting list, so I'm not guaranteed. We'll probably get through maybe 2 more after that 8, maybe in this series, but after that we might be struggling depending on how people do in their games. But who knows, we might get some extra episodes in over the Christmas period. We'll see what happens later on. But from tonight, Studio 4, that is the end of tonight's show from myself and MJL. Excellent. And we'll see you again soon. Good night.